What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on, man? What's going on? Missed you a couple days, man. Want to welcome you to another episode of Just Another Day, man. The life of, I guess, the healthy accountant. Just, I don't know, just sharing stuff that's happening in my life, like in real time. So I want to welcome you. Thanks so much for joining. And so we're talking about like what could be holding you back. This is stemming from a question that came up yesterday, like what could be stopping me from enrolling the amount of people into um, my program that I want. Like what is it? And so this was last night, literally. I'm doing a recap of my day, and I'm thinking, I'm writing down things that would be good to think about and good to address. And so I just wrote it down. And then I woke up this morning and, it kind of hit me and I said, man, I wonder if anybody else is dealing with, um, something on the inside that could be, blocking them. I said, because I didn't think I had anything blocking me. And then I had to kind of think for a few minutes about my life, where I've come from, um, my parents, where I grew up, you know, success, like really an extreme amount of success, has not been achieved. I'm not here to blame anybody. So if you ever, if you if you think I'm going to blame, I'm not blaming anybody. But success has never been achieved. What did what did my parents? What was their role in getting me to the place where I know that I could believe I can do anything? If I just look back at, my mom. Now, my mom was good. My mom, she was very encouraging, um, very encouraging. Dad, dad wasn't. He may not. He just didn't say a lot. He didn't talk a lot about being successful. It was more so just, do what I say when I say it. And I found myself doing that with my kids. Do what I say when I say it. Just it doesn't matter. I don't care what I'm talking about. Just do what I say. And I'm thinking about just recently talking to my kids and like, man, I would use this authoritarian approach wherein, yeah, you're the parent and you do have some authority. We do have to recognize that you have to respect your child. And that's not something that parents actually understand. Most parents don't understand. You have to respect your child. You can if you invade your child in a way that it um, almost like curses them or if it disempowers them, then we are wounding our children. And I'm going to tell you, I'm sure I got wounded. And they call it a heart wound. So I'm not sure if you deal with something like this, but I know that I've been wounded in my heart because of this authoritarian approach. I've used it with my wife. I used it with my kids. And that's actually what has been causing part of the incongruency in my life. Then what else? Go back to success. I remember years ago wanting to be very successful when I first started out in business. I didn't have this. I don't think I had this problem when I was working in corporate America. But when I started out in business, I wanted to be really successful, talking about making millions of dollars. And when I realized what it would take, I became afraid and I self-sabotage. And so when you self-sabotage what you said you wanted, like you want to be successful, and then you get to a point where you don't do the work. You don't, and you know what to do. I've been on the phone with many clients, ask them questions. Hey, why didn't you do that? I don't know. Did you know you should do it? I did know I should do it. Think about this. If you know you should do something and you don't do it, What is that? What are you telling yourself? Are you telling yourself that I'm no good? I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of achieving what I know I can achieve? Imagine, you know, I'm thinking back on my own life. I did that to myself many times. And so now, as I've grown way beyond where I was, and I'm always searching for, I'm searching for like the me, like the real you. It's like will the real you stand up and stay standing? Like sometimes you stand up, sometimes you don't. But will the real you stand up and keep going and stand up and live the life that you were supposed to live? And so as I was reflecting, I said, man, I do some, I'm still doing some of this self sabotage. I have all this, a bit like the ability that I have inside of me is so, I'm not gonna say it's endless, but for what I'm supposed to do, it probably is. I'm supposed to help people to transform their life in in a way only that I can do it. That's what I'm supposed to do. But if I don't stay focused on not just transforming myself, if I don't stay focused on what I'm supposed to do on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, quarterly basis, annual basis, 5 years, 10 years down the road, I'll never help all of those people. Could be, it could be 10, it could be millions of people. Think about, we just lost Kobe Bryant. And he declared he would be the world's best basketball player and he would be a huge success after he was finished with basketball. Do you know all of that was truth for him? He lived it and he lived it hard. If he's dead right now, but you know what, we can't now say that Kobe didn't do what he said he was going to. He did it. Now there's a portion of his life that's kind of unfinished, but it's not. He did so much that it won't stop. What about you and me? Have we done enough that when if our life were to stop today, would all our dreams would we have met the goals that we set out for ourselves? And would our life continue to move on? If we can't answer that question in the affirmative, then that means that there's something blocking us. There's something that's causing us not to do what we're supposed to do. And we now have to make the choice. It's a choice to live in the manner, to do the things that we're supposed to do, and to allow naturally what is already inside of us to come out. If you're anything like me and you are looking to go grow your life to a new level, then I'm going to challenge you. Look, I'm going to challenge you to get the help you need. I'm going to challenge you to spend the time working on yourself and doing what you're supposed to do. I'm going to challenge you to be great. You are a blessing. You are blessed to be a blessing. I believe it. I know it. And I know that there's something in you. There's something in you. That's right. I'm talking to you. There's something in you that is amazing. And the world is waiting for you to come out. Will you do that for me? If not for yourself, will you do it for me? Please let out the real you. Look, I want to thank you for joining me today for this episode of Just Another Day. If you haven't already subscribed to The Healthy Accountant here on YouTube, man, I'm asking, would you please subscribe? That's right, man. I'm trying to get to 100. I need 11 subscribers to get to 100, and then the next goal is going to be 1,000. So thank you so much for joining, and I look forward to seeing you back here for another episode very soon. Take care.